Students, today we are to discuss spermatogenesis. Spermatogenesis. Spermatogenesis means formation of haploid male gametes, that is sperms, or we call them spermatozoa. In seminiferous tubules, that is Sertoli cells, of testes, and you know testes are the primary sex organs. Number one is formation of spermatids. Second, spermiogenesis, that is formation of sperms from the spermatids. Third is spermiation. It is the release of mature sperms Now this spermatogenesis includes both these processes till the formation of the sperms. Then these sperms are released, that is called the spermiation, and those sperms are motile. Now let us discuss all these processes, how this happens with the help of this figure. We have already studied the structure of the seminiferous tubules. The wall of the seminiferous tubules has two types of cells, that is called germinal epithelium. One are the cuboidal cells, that is the male germ cells, and second are called Sertoli cells. And Sertoli cells are concerned with the nutrition of the sperms. Now suppose this is the wall of the seminiferous tubules. These are the cuboidal male germ cells. Every cell has the nucleus. There are elongated cells, that is called the Sertoli cell. We are not concerned over here. This is called the germinal epithelium. The male germ cells, the undifferentiated male germ cell, let us say this is the cell. This is the cell, undifferentiated male germ cell. It undergoes mitosis. This is mitosis. It is the first mitosis. And it forms spermatogonia. Spermatogonium is singular. These spermatogonia are of two types. One are called spermatogonium A, and second is called spermatogonium B. The A type of spermatogonia, they act as the stem cells. They are the stem cells. They will again form the male germ cells. Male germ cells will again undergo mitosis to form two types of spermatogonia. This is the reason that there is no menopause in case of men. No menopause. Male humans, they are always fertile till the date of death, because sperms go on forming. Now this spermatogonium B, when we are talking about the spermatogonium B, it means it is the spermatogonium which is going to form the sperms, not the spermatogonium A. This spermatogonium B, so let us say this is the spermatogonium A, and this phase up to the formation of the spermatogonia A and B, this is known as the multiplicative phase. That they have multiplied to increase the number. And this is all by mitosis. Mitosis. This is mitosis. Now this spermatogonium B increases in size by the accumulation of nutrients and gets changed into, becomes bigger in size. This is called primary spermatocyte. Spermatocyte. There is accumulation of nutrients. DNA replication also occurs. DNA replication and grows in size. And grows in size. And this is called the primary spermatocyte. Formation of the spermatocyte from the spermatogonium, it is particularly known as spermatocytogenesis. It is the process of cytogenesis. That spermatocyte, it is the primary spermatocyte. It is large in size. This is known as the growth phase, or as I told you, that growth phase is also called spermatocytogenesis. Now this primary spermatocyte, now this, before that I tell you, this is all diploid. Spermatogonia, they are diploid. They are diploid. This is also diploid. Diploid means 46 number of chromosomes are there. Now this primary spermatocyte will undergo maturation. First it will divide, meiosis 1. It will form 2 secondary spermatocytes. These are the 2 secondary spermatocytes. Each secondary spermatocyte will undergo meiosis 2 and will form 4 spermatids. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. And these are known as spermatids. And this is by means of meiosis 2. Till this, it is the formation of the spermatids. Again, the male germ cell, this is male germ cell, male germ cell. The undifferentiated male germ cell will undergo mitosis to form spermatogonia. These spermatogonia are of 2 types, spermatogonium A and spermatogonium B. Here one thing more I can add, that this spermatogonium B divides to form spermatogonium B, 2 raised to power 7. 7 times it divides. And every spermatogonium B, all the 128 will undergo the further process. We are talking about one. We are talking about one, which grows in size and forms the primary spermatocyte. Then it undergoes meiosis 1 to form the secondary spermatocytes. It means 2 secondary spermatocytes are formed. Each secondary spermatocyte will undergo meiosis 2 to form 4 spermatids. And each spermatid will get transformed into 1 sperm. One sperm. This is known as the sperm, or singular we also called spermatozoan, as we call it spermatozoa or sperms. This is known as maturation phase. The maturation phase is meiotic division. Meiotic division. It undergoes meiosis 1, which is the reduction division. Reduction division. To form 2 secondary spermatocytes. If it is a reduction division, it means the number of chromosomes will become half. This is now haploid, n is equal to 23, and it is n is equal to 23. Now this secondary spermatocyte will undergo meiosis 2, which is called the equational division. Equational division. It will form 2 spermatids. Each secondary spermatocyte forms 2 spermatids. These 2 spermatids are different in the sense that this has 22 autosomes plus X. This was 22A plus XY, 22. And this is 22A plus X, and these are with the 22A plus Y. N is equal to 23. 23 chromosomes in 1. And this is 22A plus X. These secondary spermatocytes are haploid, and this is the chromosome number is 23. So one of the secondary spermatocyte has the constitution 22A, means autosomes, plus X, and the other has 22A plus Y. Now this will form 2 spermatids, both with 22A plus X, and it will also form 2 spermatids with constitution 22A plus Y. This 22A plus X, and this is 22A plus Y. Now at the time of fertilization, if the sperm formed by this spermatid fuses with the female gamete, female will be born. And if one of these sperms, they fuse with the female gamete, and the male will be born, because female has no choice. Now it means the process of spermatogenesis includes what? This is formation of the spermatids and spermiogenesis, and this is particularly known as spermiogenesis, and it is also called spermatogenesis. Again, spermiogenesis is simply the transformation of the secondary of the spermatid into a sperm, motile sperm. Here the shape is different. Here the shape is different. It is with tail. The tail has the flagellum, which helps in movement. But the whole process, starting from this place up to the formation of sperms, we use the term that is spermatogenesis. It means what we can say? That these spermatids are transformed into sperm. It means 4 sperms are formed. 1 sperm each from 1 spermatid. 2 spermatids are formed from 1 secondary spermatocyte. 2 secondary spermatocytes are formed from 1 primary spermatocyte, and 1 spermatogonium B, grows to form only one primary spermatocyte. It means in total, how many sperms are formed? 128 primary spermatocytes are undergoing maturation phase or the meiotic phase, and this is total number is formed 128 multiplied by 4 is equal to 512 sperms are formed. This formation of the 512 sperms, starting from this place up to the formation of these number of sperms, it takes around 70 to 75 days. 70 to 75 days. Now let us see why this spermatid has transformed into a sperm, and what are those changes which have taken place that here we have started calling it a sperm. Changes during spermiogenesis. That is the transformation of the spermatid to form the sperm. Number 1, nucleus of the spermatid shrinks. It becomes elongated from spherical shape, spherical to elongated. Number 2, a large number of Golgi bodies form acrosome. Rest of the Golgi bodies degenerate, called the Golgi rest, and these Golgi bodies form the acrosome. And number 3, distal centriole forms the axial filament or axoneme of the sperm tail, Fourth, the mitochondria arrange themselves in a spiral fashion, and that is called the mitochondrial spiral. Mitochondria arrange in the form of mitochondrial spiral. And this mitochondrial spiral is known as Nabben curve. Nabben curve. And fifth, maximum of the cytoplasm is lost. Maximum cytoplasm is lost. The remaining cytoplasm forms a sheath, forms a thick sheath around the mitochondrial spiral, and this is particularly known as manchette. Some cytoplasm, I write it over here, but now just that's all. This maximum cytoplasm is lost, and the remaining cytoplasm that forms a thick sheath around the mitochondrial spiral, and it is called manchette. This is number 5. This is manchette. Small amount of cytoplasm also forms a sheath around the axial filament in the tail of the sperm also. Now, these all changes, why all these changes are occurring? It is due to the reason these changes are occurring because to increase motility of sperm and to reduce the weight of the sperm, so that a large number of sperms could be adjusted, could enter the vagina of the female during the act of sexual intercourse or during coitus. These all changes are caused by certain spermiogenic factors. Which are released by the Sertoli cells. Released by the Sertoli cells. Because the spermatids get embedded in the Sertoli cells, and the Sertoli cells release certain spermiogenic factors, and these changes are caused. And these changes are to increase the motility of the sperm and to reduce the weight of the sperm. Now this nucleus shrinks, Golgi bodies, distal centriole, mitochondria, then maximum cytoplasm is lost and form a thick or thin sheath around the mitochondrial spiral, and some cytoplasm also forms a sheath around the axial filament of the sperm tail, and this is all due to the spermiogenic factors. Thank you very much. And this is all. Thank you very much for today.